Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Spencer Barkoff. I'm the president and co-founder of Relay Payments. We're a digital payment network for the transportation, supply chain, and logistics industries. We started the company about 5 years ago after we didn't understand why you could go to the grocery store and tap your phone to make a payment, but still in trucking we're using paper checks and plastic cards to make all of our payments. And so the goal of the company is to build a Venmo, PayPal-like experience for all your payments, and we focus today on lumper payments, parking, and fuel. I'm really excited for our panel today, and I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves. So Larry, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's going on? Hello, everybody! Yeah, this is L Boogie. Everybody call me Larry. You know I'm blessed in the Lord, highly favored, excited about Jesus, excited about the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. How about you? What I am, I'm an owner-operator. I'm using Relay on the road, saving money, and taking it to the honey. Hello.
What's happening? I'm going to start this way. I start the YouTube channel. What's up, y'all? This is Trucker D, and we're back at it again here on the Relay panel. I go by Trucker D on YouTube, but everybody call me Derek or Trucker D. I don't care either way. I'm an owner-operator, and I've been doing it for about a year and a half now.
Hey guys, my name is John Marino. I am the co-founder of Origin Transport, a refrigerated carrier with locations in southern Idaho and Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm excited to be on this panel together with these fine gentlemen, so thank you for having us here.
So Larry, everyone knows you got a big social media presence as a trucking influencer. But what apps do you use as an owner-operator that helps you save time and money?
Well, first thing is I use the DAT1 app. That's going to help me save time because I don't have to be out searching, trying to figure out where I'm going to park at. I don't have to figure out where I'm going to eat at. And I'm also using the Trucker Tools app as well. So I'm using both of those apps to figure out where I'm going to park at because we know parking is a huge issue, especially if you're traveling like I am up in the Northeast. At about 4:30, you can't find nowhere to park. So I use those apps to park, and so I can find out exactly. Let me go book me a parking spot, even if I got to pay for one. You know, I'll pay for a parking spot just so I can be safe. You know, I don't want to pull over on the side of the road. So, you know, that's one of the things that I like to do. That's one of the apps I like to use: Trucker Tools and DAT.
And what about for payments?
For payments. I don't particularly use apps for payments. One of the things you know what I do? I use the TransFlow app, and so like whenever I'm scanning my bills in, so I scan my bill of lading in, I scan my scales in, any permits that I need. I'm using the TransFlow app, even important documents that I gotta if I need a permit or whatever to go into the next state or whatever. So I'll scan it in through the TransFlow app, and once I scan it in through the TransFlow app, they'll get it, and they get it like immediately. So a code pops up, and I can tell them what the code is, and then they can just read it out and pull my information up.
And Derek, I know you started your business how long ago?
I started my business August of 2021.
And congratulations. And so as a new business owner, as a new owner-operator, what apps do you use on the road?
Well, obviously, I do use the Relay app. It does make my lumper fees a lot easier to pay. But like Larry over here, I also got to find parking and, also like to know if those way stations are open or not. So I get on Trucker Path. I use Trucker Path a lot. It helps me plan my day and plan where I'm going to be parking at in the night. And I also like to use an app called Fuel Gauges. It helps me track my cents per mile as far as fuel goes. And it also helps me know how well my fuel mileage is.
And so, John, from tell everyone about your business and how many trucks you all have.
Yeah, so Origin, one of the businesses we have are Origin Transport, and right now we're at 20 trucks and refrigerated carrier. And we consider ourselves a niche carrier, so we focus primarily just on food and more expensive food. And then I'm a managing partner in a brokerage, Open Haul Logistics, and we started that to help our customers with more capacity as well.
So from a carrier perspective, what technology or apps do you require your drivers to use when they're on the road?
Well, requires a strong word. So my wife and I, when we started Origin Transport, we teamed together. So we had the fortunate experience to actually go through the many apps there are, And I would say in the last couple of years, there's been so many added, and a lot of people have app overloads. So we really like to take our drivers into consideration. You know, Dan, Tori, they really have a strong say in what we use. So some of the major apps that we use, we want to try to kill all redundancy. So we'd like to have one app as much as possible do certain things. So we use Turvo for our TMS, you know, controlling our dispatches, where we run, where our drivers run, and scheduling. And then we use Samsara as our ELD. And for all financial transactions, we've met your fine team Relay Payments, and that actually does our lumpers. That's why we mentioned you. We actually use parking with Relay now. That's been a huge benefit because, like Larry said, parking on the road is incredibly difficult, especially in the cities. You know, we're mostly on the West Coast, so we have, you know, Southern California that we deal with, Portland, Oregon we deal with, and like you said in the Northeast, Larry, it's hard to find. So we use Relay for that, and then now recently fuel with Relay Payments as well, and that just allows our drivers to have one source. They know if they have to pay for something, this is what they use. You know, Relay Payments. If they have to look at their dispatch information, then it's going to be Turvo, Samsara, ELD. We try to keep it 1, 2, 3, and take all the feedback from our drivers to make those decisions.
And how did you used to pay for lumper fees or find parking before these types of apps?
Parking first, that was Trucker Path. You know, yeah, I forget, there's so many apps going on. You know, basically whatever we could find. Google, a lot of times, Maria would sit in the passenger seat when we were driving and just I'd be like, I need to park this big old truck, where are we gonna put it? And, you know, worst case scenario, on the side of the road, and that's never good. But payments, on the other hand, I mean, it was old school EFS, checks. I hate paper checks more than anything. I hate snail mail, all that. It drives me crazy. But that's what it is, and, you know, it's still out there today. So our drivers would stand in line for hours, you know, and I literally mean hours. There's a very infamous warehouse on the West Coast that drivers will just stand there. And if y'all drivers, most of you guys, when you hear refrigerated, you're probably like, blah, like yuck, right? I mean, refrigerated sucks. I mean, I kind of agree. My wife and I ran flatbed, and I was like, oh, praise the Lord, this is awesome. The clientele with flatbed, yeah, exactly. I see the guy with the thumbs up. I feel you, man. It's awesome. You get offloaded quickly. Getting a reefer game, and reefers become a real problem. They really hurt. So when Relay Payments came along, it's just this code, and people would start unloading us faster, and that's like, a game changer for us. So.
Anybody in the crowd use Relay for fuel or lumpers? Awesome. We'll hand them out some swag.
You guys got to give it a shot.
Any other apps from the audience that you all use that would be worth sharing with everyone else here on what helps you on the road? Hammer.
Oh, navigation.
And so, sorry, one more time. So Hammer helps you with finding parking, and what's Haul Hero do for you? Great. So thanks for those. So Haul Hammer helps you with weather patterns, and Haul Hero.
Yeah, I got another one as well. And this is what I use pretty much every single day. Every time I pick up, I use the CAT scale app. I mean, because, you know, we're pulling up to, you know, once you get loaded, after you done got loaded and you got to weigh your load, I always have to weigh my load because I want to make sure I'd rather pay to get my load weighed than to get a ticket somewhere. So I'm always using the CAT scale app because I don't want to go inside of the store, first of all, and I don't want to be yelling through the microphone, 224, you know, what's your trailer number, you know. And so I don't want to be yelling through the app, and then also I don't want to be to the point to where, you know, I have to get out of my truck. So it's more convenient for me as well. Also, I use the Axle Slide app as well. And so if I need to slide my tandems to a desired weight, I can use the Axle Slide app, and I just tap in what the CAT scale just told me, and it'll tell me, okay, if I need to slide it up or I need to slide it back, or if I need to move my fifth wheel, which I never have to move my fifth wheel, but you know, those are some of the apps I use. Yeah.
And Derek, you were telling me a little bit about how you manage your route when it comes to fuel and how you manage IFTA. I thought it was worth sharing with everybody on how you make sure that you find the most discounted fuel along your route.
So basically what I do is I get on and see what states I'm going to be traveling through on the day I need fuel. And there's a website, I can't remember the name of it right now, I'm real sorry about that, but I get on there and I just look for the fuel tax in each state. And whichever tax says, I subtract my fuel tax from my fuel prices that I pay. And I just fill up where the best place is where I can make my IFTA work for me at the end of each quarter. I usually spend about 45 minutes or so trying to just plot my route out before I even get on the road.
And so let's stick with Derek. Life on the road has changed a lot in the last 5 years. Are the changes in technology, are they all good? Is there anything that's been a detriment to your business?
So I can't speak on the past 5 years, but for the past 3 years, there's technology that's helped me out, but there's also technology that's backfired on me. So it can be good and it can be bad. It just depends on how you use it.
So Larry, same question for you. Last 5 years, how has the technology landscape changed? What's been good, what's been bad?
I tell you, the good thing is having the availability to have like Samsara on your phone, being able to put the stuff on your phone. But the bad that I hate is like the cameras and stuff. I know if I'm, if I'm a corporation, I'm gonna put cameras in my truck too. But I don't like the front-facing cameras. I don't like that part.
And John, from a carrier perspective, what's been good, what's been bad?
It's been good because it brings in efficiencies to our, both on the broker side and carrier side. So it can bring in efficiency, or it can bring efficiencies. It can also bring inefficiencies, because there's just so much. I mean, that's the bad part. There's so many things to look through, and just understanding that I haven't found it yet. So if there is one, let me know. But this idea that there's one app that solves every single problem, I think every app has its purpose, and it's important to look into it and take time to make those decisions. I made some quick decisions in the beginning with apps and realized that, when you have a team of 30 people or whatnot, it takes a while to adjust to that. So technology to me has been overall very, very good. And like Derek said, it's how you use it. You can make good of it and you can make bad of it.
So Derek, let's move back to you. Talk a little bit about how you find your loads. What types of solutions you use from different brokers or different folks, and how you manage your business that way.
So I do got one app. I was told I wasn't supposed to mention the name of the app, though, that all the brokers...
That's okay.
Okay, so I do use Truck Smarter to find all my loads. All the brokers that C.H. Robinson, TQL, I know everybody hates TQL, but they're there. Coyote, and then they add brokers every day on there, but I just get on there and I look for my loads, and then if I'm not seeing what I'm liking on Truck Smarter, then I will go to the individual apps, broker apps, and I just do what I can to find work and just not give up on it.
And what do you look for when you book a load?
Basically, I'm looking for the best rate per mile, whatever's going to profit my business. I'm not going to haul cheap freight. I refuse to do that. But if it makes sense to me, then I will do it.
And Larry, same question to you. How do you find your loads?
Well, I actually have a dispatcher. I have a dispatcher because I haul hazmat. I haul hazmat waste. And my dispatcher knows exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that top dollar. I need something to gonna make me be like, hey, I pick it up, let's go, let's drop it off. I need something that's light, and I don't want nothing going over the mountains. I don't want nothing going west of I-35. And so my dispatcher knows, hey, look, this is what Larry looking for. Let's get Larry that money, and Larry gonna be happy. Also, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I love this crowd right here. For everybody out here, I may give away a car, probably not. But listen, but at the end of this presentation right here, I'm gonna give away a free headset. Okay, I'm gonna give away a free headset. So, how many people want to win a free headset? How many people want to win a free headset? I can't hear you. All righty.
So make sure to stick around till the end because
Yeah.
you're going to get a free headset.
In about a few more minutes.
13 minutes. All right.
Something like that.
What's up? Everybody.
Not
Oh, no.
everybody
Not
get a
one.
chance.
Everybody.
Everybody get a chance.
I think that guy just you got 100 free headsets to give out. John, from a broker perspective, I think it'd be interesting for everyone to hear, what do you look for in a carrier when you're brokering out your loads?
I mean, honestly, we look for having that carrier's perspective helped us a lot when we were developing the brokerage because we had those same frustrations. You know, we all sitting here and you know, I see some death stares there because they hear broker. You know, I'm not the bad guy, I promise. You know, we look for just that common partnership. We also look for guys that educate themselves in the market, right? I mean, so both parties are educated. In this market, there's a lot of people not going and understanding what market they're in, the hot areas and not. So we're looking for people that are trying to run their business like these two gentlemen here that they understand the market, they understand what's going on. You know, two years ago, $6 a mile, you know, all about it, right? I mean, there was some, you know, a lot of money made. Right now, the market's changed, and people that understand that trucking is cyclical, and there are people out there trying to, you know, take advantage on both sides. And so we're just looking for that partnership. We need both, right? And that's why I'm fortunate to be a part of a carrier that I love deeply, and my family started, and then also be in the brokerage to try and transform that because we know what the carrier needs, and being a carrier, it's very, very hard being a driver. So we look for just, you know, and the other thing is, fun fact, 99% of drivers, or let's say 98% to be fair, are great people. Same with brokers. It's just those couple percent, you know, it gives you a bad taste in your mouth. So
Derek, question from you. Give John some advice. Is there anything that him or any other brokers can do to get you to pull more loads for them or to continue to build good relationships with John?
Be completely honest with the driver. Don't tell them, oh, well, this is all we got in the load. I hear that a lot. I hear that every day when I'm trying to book loads. And we all know I've pulled a couple straight loads myself. They got more in it than just that, and I've done it in the bad times. So just be honest with the drivers and don't bullshit. Yeah. That's it.
I appreciate that.
Hey, John, is there anything that you all do from a carrier loyalty perspective, or how do you try to build deep relationships with your carriers?
We try to do exactly what Derek talked about. You know, both my partners, Travis and Rick. You know, when we started, it was telling the drivers what we have in the load, if that were to come up, because there are times that we only have $700 in a load, and it is true, but it doesn't seem that way, and rates change just as quick. There's a lot of times where we do eat. You know, we do have to pay out a certain amount, and we'll do that for the carriers we like because we would rather the load be safe and get there that we'll actually pay additional. And so we do appreciate that. And what we do is we actually have a preferred carriers list. And we use Relay as well now for instant payments with our brokers. We've ended up using Relay for anything financial. So we have your product Relay Direct. And there's a preferred carriers list, and it basically adds you guys to a list and then sends those loads to you guys first. So that we want to use carriers that we know. Because, you know, there is a lot of double brokering going on that hurts the market. There is a lot of stuff that it's hard. So when you find a good guy, you keep them. And I think a lot of brokers make that mistake. You know.
So Larry, back to you.
Yeah.
You don't even need the mic.
Okay.
So many apps out there. You talked about probably 10 that you use.
Yeah.
Are you tired of them?
You know what? I'm not tired of the apps. I love all the apps because it makes my life easier. You know, because I don't like to do anything. Okay, I don't even like to drive. Okay, I just like to make TikToks. Okay, so no, but I do like to drive. But I like stuff but I don't like to do nothing for real. Like I like to outsource everything. Okay, only thing I don't outsource is my kids. Okay, everything else is getting outsourced.
What makes an app sticky for you? What do you focus on? What would bring you back to the app?
Ease. Like if it's easy to use, like I'm coming back. If I can pay for the app and it ain't got 100 ads popping up, you know what I'm saying? I don't like a lot of ads and stuff, man. And so if I can get a app with not a lot of ads and stuff like that, even if I got to pay for it or whatever and get rid of the ads, you know, just as long as it makes my life better, you know, like John, like Derek over here, I don't want to do my IFTA. I don't want to have to worry about any back office stuff. So whatever makes my life easier, that's what I'm going to stick with, just like Relay. Like if I can save money, you know I like that money, don't you? You know I like it. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. But I like money. And so with using Relay, I'm able to save money. You know, if I'm able to save like $400 a week, because I'm filling up 4 times a week, and if I save $100 on each fill up, guess what? I just saved $400 a week. You know what you can do with $400?
What?
A lot of stuff. You can do a lot of stuff with $400, man.
Is there anything else that you would want, the folks that build the apps, what do you want them to know?
You know what? For everyone out there who builds an app, I would tell you this right here. Get some user feedback from the person who's actually using the app, okay? A lot of people go into business, and when they go into business, or maybe it's a software business, they don't never get feedback from the user. They get feedback from their brothers and sisters or their friends who's in the lab with them, building the stuff. But you gotta, like, if you're building the app for truckers, talk to the actual truck driver. Just like if I'm looking for a job, if I'm gonna go look for a job, I'm not gonna talk to Joe Blow over here about, hey, we do this, we haul this right here. We can have you home every weekend. You can be home every night. Then you get over there, you find out you can't be home every night, and that you got to go out to Oklahoma somewhere, and you thought you were going to be home every night, and you from Georgia. You're going to talk to the actual driver, and the driver going to give you the lowdown. He's going to tell you exactly what you can expect when you get over there, so you can make a decision based upon that. So if you're going to build something, I think you need to talk to the actual driver. Or the person who's using the app, whether it's a driver or it's a broker, a dispatcher, whoever's using the app, you need to talk to them.
Makes total sense. I feel
good up here, man.
You look good.
Gee willikers.
You have a great social media presence.
I do.
Tell us a little bit how that started.
Yeah, so it started back in 1998. I'm just playing.
I don't think social media was out in 1998.
No, it started in 2017 because I was with Landstar at the time, and I was trying to get more information. And so with getting more information about Landstar, I was searching on there, and I kept seeing people with their put up testimonials and stuff, and put up, like, this is how you find a load, this is how you do this is how you do that. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a little video and show my experience or whatever. Well, I made that video, and hey, it went crazy, man. People started looking at it, and so when people started looking at the video, it was one of those things to where somebody reached out to me, and you remember I told you I like money, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be broke. I grew up poor, so somebody reached out to me and said, hey, man, we'll pay you if you do a video and we get some references. That first check came in, it was over from there. And so I said, shoot, it's over with now. So I started doing that, and then I kind of slacked off, and that was on YouTube. And then I went to TikTok in May of 21, because I was doing I managed other people's social media accounts while doing it from the truck. And so I was doing that, and I said, I'm going to put a video out to show my clients exactly how you need to, stay consistent or whatever. So I put the video out, and it got like 200 views. Put another video out, it got like 200 views. I put the third video out, and guess what it said? Truck drivers don't make no money. And when I put that video out right there, it went crazy. And so I put out a video every day from May of 21 to now. I throw a video somewhere, and now I create videos all day, every day. And so with me creating videos all day, every day, guess what? I have about 10 years worth of content. I don't have to make another video. I can post every video every day for the next 10 years. I can do it 3 times a day for the next 10 years. That's how much content I got.
Yeah, I love that story. I love owner-operators are all entrepreneurs, right? And so
yeah.
You're a serial entrepreneur now.
I am.
It's awesome.
I am.
So Derek, same question to you. Lots of apps. You talk about before you get on the road, you're spending 45 minutes planning your route, checking different applications. Are you getting tired of them?
So I usually don't get tired of the apps because they all help me out. But there are times, I'm not going to lie, where I'll go home on the weekend. I shut my phone off because I don't want to deal with anything. I don't want to be around an app. I don't want to be around technology. I just want to be done with it because that's all I do all week long. So I don't get tired of the apps while I'm using them because they're helping me. But we all got to take breaks from stuff that, we use every day, or we're just going to get burned out on it.
What makes an app sticky for you?
When it freezes up and it's not working correctly and it's holding me up from getting on down the road.
What about what makes an app, what makes you come back to an app every day?
Just the compatibility with me. If it works for me, then I'm going to continue to use it every day. It's got to be user friendly.
Is there anything that you would want app developers to know?
I'm with Larry on what he said. Talk to the people that actually use the app. Because if you're just talking to people that are related to you, you're not going to be able to improve the app to make it user friendly for the people that do use it.
John, tons of apps out there. You guys are using a ton too. Are you tired of them?
Definitely not tired of the good ones, right? And fortunately, that's what we use right now are good ones. So.
And what makes you come back to them? What makes your drivers come back to the different applications out there?
Well, like what these gentlemen said, usability, right? The user interface is major for me. For those that know me, it's all about colors and shapes for me. When you jump into an app, how quickly can you learn it? If something looks like it was made in 1998 when Larry started his social media career, it's just unacceptable at this point, with that. So being user friendly, and then but like these gentlemen said as well, and it's good to hear him say it because I feel the exact same way, is actually learning what your user wants, learning what your user needs, because you got to think there's two different worlds here, especially the world is going to technology. Technology helps us in a lot, and those that are winning it, they immerse themselves in the industry they're trying to help. And that's one thing I know about Relay. There's a lot of other great companies here I know as well. You guys brought 80 people here to walk around, and they said they've never seen something like this, some of them, and that's unique, and more companies need to be like that because you can learn a lot from your user. That's who you're going after, and drivers are the end user, and I know my drivers are the same way. We ask them, I've had my CDL for 16 years. I drove for a long time, and when I go back out occasionally, I'll go out with some of the drivers or go move a load again, and it's a wake-up call to me. Just being off the road for 6 months sometimes, it's a wake-up call. I have to get that experience just like an app would about understanding what my drivers are going through because I forget. So imagine if you come from the world of technology, you've never even seen a truck. You think, you're like, I've heard the comment like, what kind of gasoline do you put in those trucks? Well, sir, you don't put gasoline normally, right? So, it's being able to connect those two industries together is a great thing, and that's what makes it sticky for me is that user interface. You get in there, you know how to use it before you even know what the app is, right? It directs you through it, and that's tough to do, I think, too. So.
Last question, Larry, for you.
Okay, groovy.
What do you listen to when driving? Music, podcasts?
Yeah, so, man, I listen to a variation of everything. So I listen to music, I listen to podcasts, and, yeah.
Anything that you recommend?
Yeah, so I listen to stuff that's going to help me. I listen to a lot of self-help books. I listen to, I listen to the Bible and listen to, I listen to all kind of music, man. I listen to country. She had a barbecue stand on a white T-shirt. She was killing me in that miniskirt. And so I listen to all kind of stuff.
Awesome. Derek, same question for you. What do you listen to when driving? Music, podcasts?
So there's two main shows that I have to listen to every day. It's tradition for me. Every morning, first thing, Dave and Chuck the Freak. It's a comedy show out of the Metro Detroit area. And then Kevin Rutherford, I listen to his show religiously. I learned a lot from him, and I'm still learning from him. And then the other podcast I listen to, it's Hauling Assets. I got a lot of my information on how to start my authority from those guys. So I still listen to those, and I just try to listen to everything that's educational on that's going to help me and help my business and help my family grow the business eventually.
3 apps that you can't live without, personal or professional.
Well, of course, Relay is definitely one of those apps that I can't live without when it comes to paying lumper fees. But all my Kevin Rutherford apps makes my life easy. His profit gauges with the fuel and his profit gauges for doing my books, and then fuel gauges for managing my fuel costs and everything. Those are probably 3 of the things I can't live without out there.
Larry, same question. 3 apps you can't live without.
Probably Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Because those are my money makers. along with the other ones too. But if I got to get out my truck to go weigh my truck, I go weigh my truck to make a TikTok and make a TikTok at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
And relay, because you know I got to save that money. You know.
Awesome. Well, thank you all very much for coming up here today. I know we're about to give away a headset.
Yes, we are. How many people want to win a headset? All righty. Live from Louisville, Kentucky. Who all wants to win this headset right here? How many people want to win this headset right here? All righty. So what we're going to do, I'm going to tell them the number, okay? The number going to be 93. Okay. All right. So, hold on. Okay. So, how many, wait a minute now. How many people want to win this headset right here? If you want to win this headset right here, all you got to do is tell me a number from 1 to 100. Tell me the number right now. Ready, go. What? What? Somebody said what? Nope. 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 Tell them, somebody got to please tell me the number, and this headset can be yours. What is it? No. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Between 1 and 30.
But, well, 1 and 30. What is it? What'd you say? 24. Nope. 29. You know what? What's your name?
29. I'm Brandon.
You lost. That's not it. What about you?
27.
Oh, no, no, no. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Between 1 and 20.
What'd you say? There he is, right here, all the way from Elkhart, Indiana. Give it up for Rick, everybody. Listen, Rick just won. This is the world's first solar headset right here, and Rick just won it. Oh yeah, look at that. He got a curl like me. Yeah. Congratulations, Rick. Everybody give it up for Rick. And don't forget to download the Relay app. And guess what? You can get a free T-shirt, too. Everybody come get a free T-shirt right now. I got free T-shirt. You get a T-shirt. You get a T-shirt. You get a T-shirt. You get a T-shirt.